He's unpredictable.
He's a machine. I love. Hopefully, you guys caught that in the audio. Yes, sir. But we're doing mango bubbly today.
Nice. Trav's cutting weight.
I could be wrong. I believe Oliveria said he's legally blind in like with his eyesight, which is why he wears glasses. He did, yeah. So he wears glasses before he comes into the ring, and then after. And if you ever wonder why he takes so much damage, it's probably because he can't see. He just gets like sonked on, and then
he gets cracked.
Yeah.
He gets knocked down or something. I did see that interview as well, and he's like, "Yep, it's a miracle. God is with me. I can see during my fights." Everywhere else, I'm legally blind, but I can see inside the ring. I
don't think it works that way, but it's great.
I think you're crazy, but dude, that guy's wild. Like he made Gaethje just like, well, Gaethje does that sometimes, but Gaethje just like panic mode, started like swinging his arms everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up dropping him.
I've just been amazed by the last two fights, but with Poirier climbing his back, submitting him after just getting dusted the first two rounds.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
he's good, man.
Gaethje, but he didn't make weight though. That was kind of shocking.
That's tough.
He didn't make that,
so he doesn't get the belt. But I mean, like in the eyes of everyone, he's the champ, but like just not on paper.
Which is all good. Speaking of, can we talk about my jiu-jitsu for a second? I'm 4 classes in right now.
Yeah. Tell me how this has to do with paper.
Because I was about to snap this guy's arm yesterday like a piece of paper by accident.
Oh, that's good. You were about to rip his ligaments apart like paper. I like that.
Yeah, we've been doing some interesting stuff. A lot of body work, a lot of being aware. Like yesterday, there was a lot of core involvement. Yesterday, we were working on guys on top of you, closing the distance, and basically taking control of his arm and his shoulder and gonna snap it so that he stops hitting you. And we're working a lot on pivots, like pivoting the hips. Right, the hip pivot, the hip rotation is critical for any position to leverage. And so Master Brennan and he's walked me through a couple of things. I've done a couple things wrong, and I always work with a guy who's my height, my weight. His name's Hans. Shout out Hans. I think he's an accountant, maybe. About 6'6", 220, 225 he is. So we're similar height, similar weight.
Big, yeah.
He's a big boy. This is why I was telling you these classes are so physically challenging, because I'm trying to move a dude my height and weight. And so he's on top of me. I come in, I grab his arm, I tie it up, I rotate over, I swing him over on his side, and Master Brennan's like, "Hey, what you're doing right now, stop pushing his arm and start rotating it. Like instead of like I'm pushing his arm, if you're on the video version, I'm pushing his arm like this, try to rotate it like that to like almost like you're gonna like twist the shoulder, and I'm pushing his arm as he's walking me through it, and I've totally zoned out to Hans. And Hans is like tapping, like, I'm done. But I'm not paying attention. And then Master was like, Trav, stop.
You're a liability out there.
I was like, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. He's like, "It's okay, man." And he's like a big guy with like a kind of like a softer voice. Like, "It's okay, man. Don't worry about it."
I'm just picturing Dinger now. I'm just picturing you rolling around with Dinger.
Yeah, kind of a similar voice, because he was on a live stream a couple years ago. We did it on Instagram, I think, and very similar voice. Just
a gentle giant.
Very very lean guy, very powerful guy. Hans is, but the JJ's been going well. It's kind of fun. I kind of like doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure. It always sounds funny when you're describing it. When you're like, "Yep, so there's a guy on top of me. We're rolling. We're switching positions." Just sounds very, very sexual. And every time you talk about it, I just get a little bit,
a little frisky.
A little frisky.
Yeah,
it reminds
kind of
me
nice.
Of the glory days, not the glory holes.
I did think of you yesterday when we were in a mounted position, and I was on top of Hans, and I thought to myself, I'm like, Pat would photograph us and meme this right now, because I mean, if you didn't know that we had gis on and we were fighting, this is a very sexualized position, shall we say?
For sure. The internet would have a field day with that.
Caption this: Trav on top of Hans.
Trav and Hans rolling together in the mish. That's good.
There
That's good
was
stuff.
one position I'm mounted, and then he wraps his legs around me and pushes me down. That I'm gonna stop. That's actually
Yeah,
a great
see?
move. Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? It always sounds funny.
but it has been nice not skating much. Like I haven't skated
Dude,
in almost 2 months
yeah.
now, and the
Oh,
body's
that's
feeling
glorious.
good.
It's crazy. Like I've now only been off the skates for a week and 2 days. But dude, it like I went in the gym to lift yesterday. I just felt so much more like strength and energy. It's crazy how much just a week off, like your body just starts like recovering. You like finally let your body recover after such a long, grueling, intimate season on the ice. And it feels good, man. It's good to get a couple months off. I'm excited. Just focus on content, the tent. Focus on camping tents for a couple months now. It'll be good for everyone.
Pitch a tent or two, maybe. You love the game. The game just does not love you back.
Pitch a tent in the woods. Maybe roll around a little jiu-jitsu with the boys. Huh?
You want to roll? You want to do a little bit of rolling?
Yeah.
Hey, it's the guys with the broken backs.
What's up, boys? Camping trip, jiu-jitsu camping trip again. The wives are like, where you guys heading? Yeah, into the woods again, just to roll around with the boys. Roll around, do some jiu-jitsu, Just get away from the ladies.
Speaking of, we got some viewers of the week you want to get to as always?
Yes, I do have, I actually have one or two.
You have two? Wow. Folks, this is amazing. You get a little bit of time off. Pat starts responding to DMs. You get some viewers of the week. It's awesome. Without further ado, as always, if you're listening on the audio version, stop in the car, hit the brake, send me a message. If you're on the video version, you can leave a comment on the YouTube version as well. That works as well. Leave a comment. Tell us, hey, I want to be viewer of the week. Give me a reason. Give me a name. We pencil you in. We give shout-outs every single week. If you want a free shout-out, the amount of people that want free shout-outs, this is the way to do it. And here are the people that get them. So I got a bunch this week. We have Ryan Bevan. Oh, Bevan. I think I ruined that already, but that's okay. He's from Belfast, Northern Ireland, and he said, I got a mullet just because of Trav. He DM'd you as well?
No, my pops was asking if I was on the air.
Oh, okay. Yes, we're live, Mr. Shea. And Ryan Bevan, he got a mullet. Belfast, Ireland, the home of where Titanic launched in 1912. A little fun fact for you. Sean Morissette said he wants to be viewer of the week. Sean, we got you penciled in. Guy goes by the name of Tad. Says, I share Pat's interest in fine barbecue, at least the sauce. Nothing good ever happens at a bonfire. Ugh. Fireball shots with a Bud Light chaser. Who ever thought that was a good idea? That's what he wanted me to say. Tad, shout out to you. You're one of the viewers of the week. We have Connor, says he loves the podcast and he watched it before the national championship. Awesome.
He watched it during the national championship.
That would be awesome if he just had his phone kind of on the side of the net. It's like, Trav and Powder.
Fantastic.
That'd be kind of cool. Not realistic, but it would be cool. We got Evan Hazelberg. Didn't give me a reason, but hey, shout out to you, buddy. Jake said, good luck with my name pronouncing this one. He said, Jake Quarcini. Jake Quarcini said, I text you to be viewer of the week because Pat takes 5 to 7 business days to respond and goalies got to stick together. I got one final viewer of the week. Technically not a viewer of the week. So I was riding my bike through downtown Winnipeg the other day, and I hear a guy yell at me. Right, I bike right past this city worker. He's cleaning the streets. And I hear, hey. I hammer the brake and I stop. I'm like, what? Trav. I'm like, okay. So I back up my bike. I start walking it back. I'm like, what's up, dude? He's like, I love the videos. Thank you so much, man. His name is Jeremy, a city of Winnipeg worker. Yeah, he's washing the streets. And, we had a good little chat. He didn't say he loved the podcast, but he said he enjoyed the videos I posted.
Yeah, same idea.
And he got me thinking, this whole time I talked to this guy, my bike was disgustingly dirty. I never once thought to ask him, hey, could you hose off my bike if you don't mind?
What could have been?
Could have been. But we're going to pencil Jeremy and he's viewer of the week. And as always, you want to be viewer of the week, send a message, drop a comment.
Just let us know.
Simple as that.
LUK or LMK or LHK. I have a couple. You actually took one, the one that commented on the Bizkit YouTube page. I was going to say, but I still have two more. One, his name is Josiah, or Joshua. There's only one S. There's no H. I don't know. Now I'm struggling. His name is Josiah.
Last week's viewer of the week.
Hangala. No.
Yep.
He just messaged me.
Got him in last week. Yep.
He just messaged me 2 days ago.
He's trying to go for the two-peat. Back-to-back viewers of the week.
I respect the hustle. Well, shout out to him for hustling then. Getting 2 weeks in a row. Oh, god damn it. All right, well, I do have one other. His name is Matthew. I hope this isn't a repeat. You never know. Like we don't go over his name. Did you have a Matthew this week?
No Matthews. Nope. No Matthews
Okay.
last week either.
Matthew Allen Matura. He said, "Hey, could I be viewer of the week? I like listening to the pod when I'm grinding through housework, preparing for the week. Good luck with your next steps of your career and look forward to the upcoming videos. Keep up the great work." So, shout out to Matthew Allen Matura. Or Matura. A Motorola. But shout out to him for the love, the support, and the viewings every week. We do love
He's
it.
mopping right now. Said he's doing housework. I wonder if he's mopping or doing dishes right now.
Yeah, you wonder. Maybe he's like a big meal prepper, and he's just like
Yeah.
big meathead, like goes to the gym a lot, like puts up like 450 on the bench, just meal preps, chicken.
He's probably banging out
rice,
mad
broccoli.
scrambled eggs right now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like 14 eggs a day. I like that.
14 eggs a day will keep the doctor away.
Yeah. Or we'll bring the doctors.
You know who I
Or,
think of?
one or the other.
Should probably try to cap this out quick, but I think of DoorDash Pete all the time. Whenever I'm editing the podcast, I think,
Yeah.
I wonder what DoorDash Pete's doing right now. Wonder what he's delivering. God bless him. God bless DoorDash
God
Pete.
bless him.
Speaking of wondering, I had a funny story the other day. So, Mother's Day on Sunday, obviously. I had my mom over for a nice little dinner. Thank her for all the work that she does as my mom. It was great. It was fun. But it got me thinking, like 15 years ago, give or take. I think it was either Mother's Day or my mom's birthday. Mom, my dad, my sister, and I, we went out for dinner somewhere. I think it was at a place in Winnipeg called the Royal Fork Buffet. Well known in the city as probably the most uncleanly buffet. They got shut down for health and safety, and they went out of business after the Cove for obvious reasons. But I think we were going there for dinner. And then my dad, we ran out of gas on the way home because my dad was notorious when I was a kid for like not filling up the gas. He'd always he'd try to get every last centimeter out of the tank to drive that car a little forward. And we're driving home and ran out of gas on my mom's birthday. It might have been Mother's Day, but I remember that. So shout out to my mom and shout out to my dad. Hopefully he's filled up the gas tank today.
Dude, I had that a few times as a kid, running out of gas with Pops on the way back from hockey, nighttime practice, school in the morning. Oh, ran out of gas again. It happens. It's not fun.
What do
have to get
you
out and
what do
push
you
the
even
car.
do? So like you're driving with your dad to hockey, or you're coming home from hockey with your dad.
Yeah.
Runs out of gas. Somebody has to push. Somebody has to drive.
Yeah.
You're not licensed, so I'm assuming you're pushing. And how
Yeah,
does
but
your
I was
dad
a
go
little
about getting
buff.
gas?
There was one time we were pretty close to the gas station, and there was like 3 guys nearby and helped run the car up the hill. There was another time we ran out of gas, and he jogged to the gas station, got like a what are those called?
Jerry can?
That jerry can of gas, came back, put a little in, made it to the gas station. The funniest time was when he ran out and he wasn't near the gas station. So he calls my mom instead of like having my mom like go to the gas station, maybe get a little jerry can. He thought in this moment it would be the best idea was to have my mom lightly push the car to the gas
come
station with her car. and it like I think the license plate fell off, and we're like, all right, this is not a good idea.
I'm just picturing like your dad's in the driver's seat. He's got his head out the window. He's like, "Honey, we need more gas. Push a little harder."
Yeah, it was not the brightest idea, let me tell you. That's a good one though.
But they're still together. They're not divorced, are they?
No. There was they get intimate with their cars, gas, and everything. So yeah, that's good. They are still together.
This whole situation just makes me think the concept I told you about over a year ago of like when gas in Canada, I guess no, it would have been 2 years ago, when gas in Winnipeg was 55 cents Canadian a liter in April of 2020. And if I would have stocked up on like 100 jerry cans, the price of jerry cans was expensive, but now the gas is almost $2 here a liter, I would have been laughing.
Dude, I saw that. I came upon that clip like 2 weeks ago, and I actually almost posted it. Like, I think Trav was onto something here.
Remember all the people said I was nuts? Oh, Trav, you're a psycho. Why would you have 50 cans, 100 jerry cans of gas in your apartment? Who's laughing now?
Now he's up there. laughing at them. Louis Armstrong.
Chaz Michaels.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually
laughed at Louis Armstrong when he said he was going to the moon.
now he's up there laughing at them.
As you're saying?
Yeah, so I don't own a car, and I don't think, maybe we haven't talked about this before, but like I don't own a vehicle at all. I have no vehicle. I'm looking at my bike right now, my beautiful black and green bike. If you ever see a guy with sunglasses, a mullet, and a toque and a sweater on, like biking with a bright green neon bike down Winnipeg, it's probably me. That's my vehicle. And as far as gas goes, like this is the gas tank. You know, instead of stopping at the gas station, I go to the fridge and we stock up.
These quads are the gas tank, baby.
I was thinking to myself that yesterday. I was biking. I think the winds were gusting around 30 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles, maybe like 15 miles, 20 miles an hour. And it was like a headwind. It was right on me. And I was thinking the whole time, I was like, damn it, I really wish I had a car right now. This sucks. I got like 5 kilometers to go. It was terrible.
I'm sure in the winter it's not fun either.
I'm not here in the winter.
Oh, but I don't know, just any winter. Oh, you take the bus over in Swedes?
Bus, train, get lent a car. There's options. I'm mobile. I'm like a socially accepted gypsy.
Yeah, I have a car. It's still that beautiful Trav4, and I'm just gonna let it ride out as long as possible because it's like cars, man. They're a pain. Like to buy a new car. It's money that like I don't want to spend on a car. Yeah.
The cost of vehicles too is going up. I sold my truck at a good time. Trucks were in high demand, and
smart.
But speaking of high demand, we want to tell you about Manscaped.com. They sponsor the podcast every single week. It's awesome. It's been awesome having them on board for over a year now. We got the Lawnmower 4. Great for trimming the fellas. Great for trimming the undercarriage. For me, I've talked about this a couple times. I go to acupuncture once a week. And my acupuncture guy gets really pissed off because I got such hairy legs. I'm kind of like Pat's forearms. And you can't put the cupping cups on my legs. But the lawnmower, I just turn it on and I just give it a nice little trim. Just number 1. We're not going bald. Just a little number 1. And now the cups stick on like no problem. He had on my legs yesterday, probably had about 8 cupping cups. No problem. Sucked them on. It was great. And the lawnmower was great. But as you can see behind me, we have the brand new Manscaped Ultra Smooth Package. It's a dedicated razor. I don't know. Hopefully you can see this in the video version. Dedicated razor and everything. We got the crop shaver, the crop gel, the crop exfoliator, and it's going to be great for maybe everybody's got weird things about their body. Maybe you're a little oddly shaped down there. This is going to be great. And then also to my left, we have the Weed Whacker. So if you got big hairy ears like my dad, or you got a hairy nose, shove it right in there. You'll be good to go.
It works. It's summer. And it's almost beach season, or it was beach season on the Dryden McKay episode for Trav. As you could see, he was shaved. His nipples were out, and he was shaved. But I will say
they were clean. They were clean.
Yeah, they were clean nips. But it is almost beach season. You got to be tarps off at the beach. You know, swimming around, trying to impress whoever you're trying to impress at the beach. And it's nice to have a clean shave if you wanted those, show off those new beach body muscles you've been working on for months. What better to shave with than the nice smooth Manscaped lawnmower? I actually did it yesterday. I clean up in around May every year. I get rid of the fur. I don't know if you can see, but there's no hair here. You can't really see it. I'm clean. I'm Manscaped, shaven, and it's ready. I even my shoulders a bit, the arms, the Manscaped got it all. Just for the beach, just in case I go to the beach. So, bless them. And you guys could do the same. Pick up a Manscaped lawnmower or all their nice products that they have over at manscaped.com using the code BIZKIT. You can get 20% off. Code BIZKIT, BIZKIT. Welcome back from the advertisement break. Shout out to the Scapes. Shout out to Trav4 and his nipples. Now, we do want to bring up that we are starting. Well, we started. It's live now. We've started a Patreon, an exclusive content site for our loyal fans, which is the listeners, you guys, whoever that may be. We are going to be offering a couple things over on the Patreon if you pay. Did we agree? Is it $9.99 a month? $10 a month?
Yeah. Yeah, we got two options. We got a $4.99, we got a $9.99 a month option. Whatever works for you, whatever's easiest. Wanted to keep it cheap and affordable. And I believe $4.99 a month will get you an extra episode a month is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then $9.99 a month will get you the extra episode. And we're doing Slangin The Bizkit mugs and merch. Hopefully the merch will be coming up soon with the mugs. And if you want to become a member, $10 will get you shipped out a brand new mug. I think the mug's worth more than $9 just as well. Plus you get the extra episode. I know it's not a lot, but it's just an option to, if you really wanted to support us.
Yeah.
If you don't want to support us, you can keep doing that. You can keep doing, watching, listening for free. But if you, excuse me, that's the bubbly coming back up. If you want to support us, there's an option there.
Are we doing
Patreon is available? Link in the description.
Are we going to be doing for the $10 a month? Are you going to be doing the monthly Zoom calls?
Yes, monthly Zoom call as well,
or some sort of group exclusive activity. Might not be a Zoom call. Might be a Zoom call. Could be some like contest or whatever it may be. But Zoom calls is an example where we can like be together, kind of form a little community of the loyal listeners, people that want to get to know us a little bit better. We can have conversations, we answer your questions, or we just hang out, whatever may be. And yeah, so if you guys want to get a little more behind the scenes look, Patreon link in the description. We appreciate everyone.
Yeah, maybe we can even watch a live playoff game. We'll throw a playoff game on. Me and Pat will watch a game with you, something like that. Whatever you want. If there's something you want to see us do or have us add, leave in the comment section. Send us a message. We're here to serve you at the end of the day. The customer is always right, and you are the customer, whether you're paying, whether you're not, whether you're listening for free. We appreciate you every week.
We love customers.
Speaking of, the customer is always right. The customer is not always right when your name is Trav. Offers for next season. This is our headliner for today. We'll get into a little bit. I think we touched on it last week. People have been asking, a lot of people have been curious, where are you playing next season? What is happening with Varberg? What's going on? I'm going to give you a little bit of a podcast exclusive here. So as of right now, the way things stand, I try to be careful because my agent said don't talk about some things. But middle of May, I'm not signed for next season. I've had 2 offers from 2 different teams. One in Division 2 that dropped down to Division 3. One in Norway. In the Norway 3. The Norway 3 offer, not a great setup for me to grow and to develop. That would have been, it would have been a very beautiful place. Listen, like the Northern Lights, the fjords of Norway are great, but I don't go for a vacation. I want to go and play hockey. It wasn't the right fit for me to become the best goaltender I can be and be in an environment where I can succeed and keep climbing the ladder like I want to do and I aspire to do. So that, off the table. Offer number 2, this Division 2 team, was a Division 1 team, I think, actually 2 years ago. This year, they're Division 2. They're going to go into the relegation pool, potentially going down to Division 3. They didn't even make it to the relegation pool. They just said, you know what? We're going to fold to the tent, cut our losses. We're not going to spend the 50 to 100 grand that we have to spend to play out relegation for the next month and a half. We're just going to go quietly. And I thought, why would I want to play for a team that just packed it in and quit on their players, right? Like, I want to play for a team that believes in me and that wants to aspire to be better. Why would I want to play for a team that just quits? So those offers are still on the table, at least to my knowledge, as of a week ago. But they're not offers that I'm ready to sign yet. Still waiting for something good to come in. Obviously, what happened with the Varberg situation? Are you going back? Going to keep this very light. Team still owes me money on my contract for reimbursement expenses. Obviously, there is no like salary coming in. We've talked about this, but part of my contract is I get reimbursed certain things. So whether we're talking gym passes, bus passes, sticks, this, that, and the other, there's certain things that, granted, they're not legally required to follow through. It's more of like, okay, if this is the agreement that we signed and this is what we agreed on, I'm a man of my word. I showed up, I did my part. You're a man of your word, but why are you not following through? So, and I think I'd have to check with my agent, but I believe the team owes me about $600-700 right now in reimbursement of my contract that I still haven't gotten. Been bugging them for. So point being is like, why would I want to return to my team when they never followed through on things that was promised and that we agreed upon as a deal, and you still owe me money? Like, why? You know what I mean? It's just going to happen again next year. So Varberg will not be returning unless someone changes.
Sad.
And trying to find new teams. So that's yeah, dude. It was sad too because we had such a good setup. Like we have. I would say we have the best rink in all of Division 3. I don't know anybody with a more beautiful facility than we do. Mm-hmm. We have amazing ice too. Like some of the ice in our division sucks, but like our rink, our Zamboni guys, top notch. Probably the best ice I can think I've ever skated on, and consistent every time. We have people in the community that care, people that love the team, but the people pulling the strings at the top just don't seem to care. You can't be bothered.
Well, that's too bad, but that's life, I guess. You just on to
That's
the
how
next
life
step.
goes.
But hopefully you find something good and can be something a bit, I don't know, better than last year. A little step up, maybe level, like hockey level wise, but maybe money wise too. Get something good.
We talk about this a lot, like as imports, like the guys on my team. Last year when I was in Varberg, like not 2021, 2022, but 2020, 2021, I was the only import on the team. Everybody else was Swedish. This year, it was almost the opposite, where almost everybody was an import. And the imports we talk about, like if you don't treat me well, why would I tell somebody else to come here? Like this is a big thing in this neck of the woods for hockey, and I don't know if it's the same for you, but for us, it's not about, and me specifically, it's not about the money. It's not about even the reimbursements. It's about, if I'm coming to play hockey for you, where I'm not making a lot of money, am I going to be treated good? Am I going to be treated like family? And if I'm going to be treated like, I don't want to use the word slave because I don't think that's very appropriate. Like if I'm going to be treated like a second class citizen or a third class citizen, why would I put all my effort, my time into coming to putting all this work in for you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it does make sense. Yes.
So we imports talk, and if you don't treat me good, why would I recommend somebody else? And it's just a trickle effect, like imports talk, and that's how you build a great team, is with imports and with guys that want to play. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's the situation as of right now for my hockey. Although, like I said, the knees and the hips feel great. No skating for 2 months. Going to start skating next month.
Beneficial.
And hopefully we'll have an update on a signing within about 3 to 4 weeks. I'm told interest and offers should start rolling in quite nicely, probably in about 4 weeks. That's what I'm told. Worst case backup, I'll be placed in the Fed, bouncing between the Fed and the SPL season as a worst case scenario, is what I've been told by my agent. Good. So there's a potential, if I was really good next season and Pat got injured or fell on some hard times, we could be playing together or against each other. There's a little possibility. I don't mean to have that doubt creep in your mind, but if you get sandbagged and bent over and I get really, 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 really lucky, we could have that. It could happen.
That'd be something. Good content, that's for sure.
Pat Shea, what are you doing here? I play here. What are you doing here? I play here too, but just for the week. I'm on call up, Pat. Good to see you. Wow.
Oh yeah, we could have a nice
It'd be
little
great.
sit down meeting. It'd be great.
Trav, you have 8 goals tonight. What went on? I just didn't have it tonight.
Dude, I always did think that'd be funny to do, like sarcastic interviews post game, like about the actual game. Of like, if you played bad and they're just like, so what were you doing here in this turnover? Like, what were you doing here when you let up 4 goals? Like, what was going through your head? And just like explain that. It'd be funny a little.
But to get a real answer, get an actual honest answer, not the propaganda.
Exactly.
Like, oh, we didn't have it tonight, and Well, let me tell you. First off, their D-man walked everybody. They bent me over and roofed its shelf on me, and they shattered my confidence. I felt like shit the next 2.5 periods, and it didn't get any better.
It got shattered like a collarbone. My confidence, it did. It's quite, that'd be good. Question
And I deserve nothing. I don't even deserve to eat tonight.
I'm worthless. I'm a worthless piece of shit.
Unrelated, we went for dinner one time after a game this season, like our team, and because we have our 3 Russians. Well, it was 3, then down to the 2 Russians, and we were going to eat, and they're not eating. I said to one of the guys, I was like, Ilya, why are you not eating? He's like, I know deserve. I was like, what do you mean you don't deserve? He's like, I played bad. I know deserve to eat. I'm like, I'll buy you food. He's like, nope, I didn't score. I don't deserve to eat.
That's funny, man.
These guys are nuts. We didn't score, so we don't deserve to eat tonight. It should be the opposite.
I do not eat. I drink vodka.
I asked one of the guys, I was like, Linus, like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know. They just say they don't deserve to eat. It must be a Russian thing or something. I don't know why they sound Canadian. These are Swedes I'm talking to.
Yeah, that's wild though.
No, these guys they're different. They're different, that's for sure.
Question. So
Yes.
obviously, like, your goal content wise, it's just, you want to play hockey as long as you can, build an audience as much as you can. Now, do you think, even if, like, say you retired from competitive hockey, do you think even if you just played men's league and filmed it, you would still get that same or maybe even better, like, same amount of like exposure and views on YouTube?
Depends on what you post. I like when in the when I left my college program and I was basically sitting out, basically being a men's league goalie training for a year, I was getting a shit ton of views because I had nothing but time on my hands. I was making anything and every video I could possibly think of to support myself, and rating wise, it was great. But it's not like that doesn't make me happy.
For sure.
I think if I was to retire, people would lose a little bit of interest, but I'd have more time to create stuff. I just want to be happy. Like,
Yeah.
and that's to kind of bring it back with the whole like team owing me money, not paying me, kind of stiffing me, and not treating guys well. Like that's what matters to me the most. I want to be happy more than anything. I want to live in a place I'm happy. I want to play in a team where I'm happy to come to the rink every day. And if I have to make less videos and make less money, that's fine. Like I just want to be happy. The podcast, as you know, you and I have talked about publicly and behind the scenes, this is what I would like to do post career. Maybe it evolves into something different. I think we have something post career. But playing men's league hockey, making videos wouldn't make me very happy at all. It'd probably be the opposite. It'd put me on suicide watch.
I do hear you. I was just curious, but because like you see guys on YouTube having success making beer league videos. You know,
I'm curious, and not to change the subject too much, but I'm wondering, like guys like Barber. I don't know if you saw. There was big news. He got cut from 3 Ice the other day. Do you see that or no?
did he get cut? I thought he made it as like an alternate.
Apparently, he got snipped from 3 Ice. Well, but like, there's a guy that has made a career off doing stick handling videos and doing tutorials and doing what he does best, but doesn't play real hockey. Would it be awesome to have 750,000 followers on Instagram, to have 500,000 on YouTube? Yeah, that dude rolls in big bucks. But he's a sellout, and I couldn't be happy doing that. Like I want to be happy. That's what matters the most to me.
Yeah, I couldn't go to that tryout.
You couldn't make it, or you just couldn't bring yourself.
No, I couldn't go. I was still in season, and I have a sprained ankle. But so like even if my season was over, I couldn't have gone. So.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, good time to ask you live on the air. I'm going to be in Quebec, Quebec City, June 12th through 14th. You want to come? You want to come shoot on me, break in my new gear?
June 12th through 14th.
Yeah, it's a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
If I'm back on the ice, I'll do it.
It's in a month from now. We don't even have to go on the ice. I'll have to go on the ice.
Because I was thinking about taking all of June off. We'll see. We'll see where mine's at.
You could bring some skates, gloves, and a stick. No full gear, and just come rip. Yeah, just come rip a couple muffins from the blue line and put some puck marks on my pad. That's all we need. We just need some puck marks.
That could be a good idea.
Make a video.
That could be a good idea.
And here's the kicker. We'll get some poutine.
I do like poutine. I had a poutine truck the other day.
You open one?
No, like there was one. We had an end of the year little cookout, and my coach ordered a poutine truck of this place in Maine, and they came and they had all these different kinds of poutine in a truck. It was quite nice. I enjoyed the teen. So, you've caught my ears. You've caught my ears about poutine. I do like poutine.
Now hold on. Poutine. Is poutine the greatest Canadian food of all time? Is it the most quintessential item?
I don't know for sure. Like, I'm not Canadian, but is it the best like food that I've eaten from Canada? Absolutely. Absolutely. I might have to say, yeah.
Now here's another question for you. If I do home style fries, if I cube my hash browns, if I use shredded cheese, is it still poutine? There's no curds, shredded cheddar, no fries, cubed home style hash.
Well, a lot of Canadians, that's their issue with American poutine, is that they can't really get the cheese right, the curds. It just kind of becomes like cheese fries. So I don't know if that would still be considered poutine in Canadians' eyes. For me, it's like, yeah, it depends on the taste, but it's like if there's fries, gravy, and some cheese, like it's poutine enough. But is it the OG poutine? Probably not. Probably doesn't have that same pop, same taste.
Mm-hmm. Now, my favorite, my kicker, you swap the gravy for hollandaise, breakfast poutine. Is that true poutine? No, because there's no gravy. Yeah. The fries have definitely changed a bit, maybe even the cheese a bit, but hollandaise, potatoes, there's something right about that. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right. I love little hollandaise on my poutine.
I'd try it. I definitely would try it.
You haven't tried it? A little poached egg on top?
No, I have not done that.
You like eggs Benedict or no?
I do. I don't mind. It's not my go-to, but I do I do enjoy it when I have it.
Okay, it's the best of both worlds. You get your hash, your poached egg, your bacon, your peppers, your onions, hollandaise sauce over top. Pop the egg. Out comes that soft poached yolk. You get double sauce. You get the straight yolk sauce and the hollandaise butter sauce. Come on.
Dude, there was one time this year I was in Troyes, and I ordered a barbecue chicken poutine, thinking that it would be like, so like when I've ordered buffalo chicken poutine in the past, it's had like the gravy, the fries, the cheese curds, and then buffalo chicken, like fried chicken tossed in buffalo sauce. I ordered barbecue chicken poutine at this place, and they replaced the gravy with barbecue sauce.
No.
Dude, it was terrible. Like the first bite, I was like, "Oh, this could be good." Like it's barbecue. And then I'm like, "No," because gravy and barbecue sauce don't have that same like you pour it on there, on like fries.
The mouth feel, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you eat a spoon of barbecue sauce plain, you're not gonna really enjoy it. But if you eat a spoon of gravy plain, like you'd enjoy it. You know, it's so yeah. That was a weird. I don't know why they did that. And I love barbecue sauce, and it wasn't it. It was not the teen that we needed. Yeah.
That's okay though. We can do some poutine in Quebec City, June 12th through 14th. How about this? A food reviews vlog. Pat Shea goes to Canada, authentic poutine review. We can do that on TikTok. That could be popping. We'll discuss more off the podcast.
Yes.
But you wanted to get to a little playoff talk, a little playoff discussion
yeah,
here.
we should.
My
We're
playoffs,
hockey
Game 7, Luleå Färjestad tomorrow. Your playoffs, all the NHL playoffs. Let's go.
I've been watching a little bit of the NHL playoffs. It's the most hockey I've watched all season, to be honest with you. Like I've said in the past, during the hockey season, you get a lot of hockey. You don't really enjoy. I'm not saying for everyone, but like a lot of people that I've shared this with, you don't love to go home and then watch more hockey. You know, it's like you need a little break. But season's over, playoffs are on. I've been tuning in a bit, mostly to the Avalanche per usual, as I always say.
Bending over Nashville.
I always say that, yes, they did, and because the last 3 years I think I've wanted them / picked them to win the cup. They always start hot in the first round, so I'm not getting too excited that they will, but they are just still by far the most exciting team. I watched their series, and then I watched the Bruins versus Carolina. Just not the same excitement. Like the Bruins, it's good, it's fun, it's playoff hockey. The Bruins are good, like whatever. But there's not that same like McKinnon and Makar, like Landeskog, Rantanen, like they just bring something that I don't really see it anywhere on any other team. Makar is I think by far, like offensively at least, the best defenseman in the league. Would you agree or disagree?
I don't follow the NHL enough to have an opinion on that. Honestly, like especially being over in Europe with the time change, I watched maybe half an NHL game all season long.
Yeah.
And it was a Jets afternoon game. That was it.
You went to one though.
I went to one a couple weeks ago, but like when I was in Europe, I watched little bits and pieces of an afternoon game, which would have been nighttime for me. And then I saw one game live. I have my opinions on NHL hockey right now, but he looks like a pretty exciting defenseman. I've been watching a little bit of the Tampa. Toronto series. I hope Tampa comes back and just beats them in 7. That'd be awesome. I don't want to see the Leafs win.
It'd be fun. It would be good for the internet if Tampa.
It would be great. Can we talk for a second though about the Kings ice staff not giving the nets to the Oilers and turning the lights off and leaving them off for 5 minutes because they showed up 5 minutes early for an ice time? I hate that shit. Those Zamboni drivers, any Zamboni driver out there that does that, you are the equivalent of an old man being like, "Get off my yard." And just shooting the kids away. You suck.
Yeah. No, that's just childish. That's dumb. Shame on them.
And then they dusted them like 7 goals, 2 games in a row. I think they scored 14 goals in 2 games. Like, yeah, great idea, guys. Just give them the net.
Yeah, that's cheesy. I could see like kids doing that in like high school or something. That's just like a Zamboni driver having too big of an ego, wanting too much power behind the.
You ever have a guy tell you that? It's like you come on the ice 2 minutes early, and the Bone driver's like, "Get off the ice! It's not ready. It's not dry yet."
Yes, they're fucking.
You still have that,
dude? We had it actually. Yeah, this year, we had a situation once where, because like they use our arena, Cross Insurance Arena, they use it for whatever, like whether it be a concert, a basketball games, like monster trucks as an example was one recently, but I forget which one it was at this time. Maybe it was like the state championship, like high school basketball. So they were prepping the rink, and we had practice. We had to push. It was a Friday. We played Saturday, I believe. And that Friday practice, or whatever day it was, I don't know. We had to push it back, so the practice was until 2, and that sucks. It's like midday. It's not ideal practice time, but we had to push it back because they said the ice won't be ready until then. Then we get on the ice, and there's like patches of water. It's just the ice isn't ready. They were still like not done with the maintenance. It was nonsense. So we like start getting on the ice, and we're like people are like sliding and sinking into the ice. Pucks just stuck, and like my coach is kind of yelling at the guy that was running this, prepping the rink, and he's like, you guys shouldn't be on the ice yet. He's telling my coach, like, you guys shouldn't be on the ice yet. And he's like, dude, well, like, what are you talking about? Like, we scheduled practice for this time because you guys said the ice would be ready. He's like, no, it's not ready. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can skate if you want. And like, we're just like, what is this guy's deal? Like, so coach kind of hands it to him a little verbally, and then the higher up came down and had his moments in the locker room, like trying to be like, that beauty moment. Like he was being a beauty. Yep. Came in like, boys, like, if you ever have issues with the ice, come to me. It's game day. You want that ice harder? You want it colder? Come to me, tell me, and I'll drop the hammer down. I'll freeze that ice. I'll drop that temp. And we're just like, all right, thanks, buddy. You're the man. So
what an absolute beauty, though. Eh?
They're not all bad.
Good cop, bad cop.
Bad. Yeah, it was funny. He was like pumped to like come in and tell us like he's got our back. But no, it was funny. It was good. It was good for him. But he was, I'll drop that hammer. He's like fucking.
Yeah, I picture him coming in. Boys, you ever need anything? You guys want a little harder, a little softer, a little just let me know. I'll take care of it.
Let me know. You. He was like power moves.
Anything.
Let me know.
I'm here for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I work for you guys.
Exactly that.
I know cross insurance is on my pay stub employee. I work for you. You pay me. This is what I do.
Anything you guys need, come to me. I'm your guy. Don't talk to those guys running the ice. I'm the guy. You want
John,
that?
You got any weed on you? No, but I can go get some.
I'm your guy. I can have that. I'll drop the hammer down at the local dispensary. You guys need the goods.
That's awesome. Yeah, speaking of dropping, we drop a brand new episode every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Diesel, Stitcher, every platform out there. Obviously, if you're watching, you have your platform of choice. But we would love to have you on the video version on YouTube. We, at this moment in time, as of May 11th at noon, we are 50 subscribers away from 2,000 on YouTube. It would be awesome to have you every week for the video version. Yes. You get to see so much. You get to see my nipples hanging out. You get to see the hand gestures that I do all the time. You get to see Pat's face when I do stupid things. We would love to have you out. 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. in Winnipeg, 9 a.m. in Calgary, 8 a.m. in Vancouver, midnight in China, 1 a.m. in Australia, 5 p.m. in Sweden. Come on. 4 p.m. in the UK, 6 in Finland. Pat's getting texts. It's his agent, I think. I don't know. I just heard a ding. Maybe somebody else did as well. Final words. We'd love to have you for the next week's episode on Sunday.
Love to have you, boys. See you then. Thanks for tuning in, as always.
And pick up some Manscaped stuff. The Patreon page. Check it out. Manscaped, link in the description. And we will see you next Sunday, as always.